Oh yeah, baby. You got to make your mind up.
All right, I love this song. And welcome back to the Crazy Harley Show. And where am I? I'm in Beachmere, Queensland. And first of all, I'd like to welcome everyone from overseas. You have been great, and you have been very supportive, and also a few in Australia as well. Now, listen, what I want to talk to you about today is about a place called Beachmere. And if you're not sure where Beachmere is, Google it, and it's part of Queensland in Australia. And let me tell you something, it's the most best kept secret in Queensland. Not so far, it's only probably about 45 kilometres to 50 kilometres away from the central Brisbane city, but hey, listen, it's very well kept secret. Not until today. That's right. And if you want to set up a business and we're an upgrowing area, and I would suggest Beachmere is the place because it is growing, and I'm telling you, it is growing very quickly. And for those young entrepreneurs or old, it doesn't matter. There's only a few vacant places left in this little shopping centre here. And I can tell you now, you better get in before it's all taken. And I can tell you now, it is growing as a very strong community and very proud community. And like I said, it's still very small, but I can tell you now, it's very unique. Yes, and if you're one of the young couples or even retiree that's looking for somewhere that's quiet and peaceful, and also with all the facilities at your door, well, basically this place is probably a well-chosen place for you. You have to come and decide that yourself. As you can see there is transport, public transport, right in front of the pub there. So basically you don't even need to drive. So the bus does go right through Beachmere. And this wonderful restaurant tavern that we call Beachmere Tavern. It is a very community-orientated tavern. It's catering from all young and old, and I can tell you there's a lot of activities happen throughout the weeks and months, and also lots of nice specials going in there. And I'm telling you now, I'm trying to ban myself from it because I'm getting too fat. But every now and again, I still got to poke my head in there, and especially when they have all those wonderful specials on very low price. Now, I'm talking about meals, that is, not alcohol. And one thing I like to point out to you guys also about Beachmere, you have a look at it. Look, it's very vacated, isn't it? It's so peaceful. I can tell you, you can actually walk here and breathe the fresh air and feel peaceful. That's no one's going to run you over, or no one's going to try to run you over or swipe you. That's right. And if you drop a coin, I can tell you, oh, hang on a second. Oh yeah, I better mention about the neighborhood watch here. And like I said, it's a very strong community, and we will watch you, not as in a deviant way, but we will watch to make sure that you are in a safe place, and that anybody that is unwanted should not be here, because we do care about our children in this neighborhood, not only our children but also our elderly. So basically we are out to look after each other. So anyway, not far away from where I was at the pub, you can basically walk down here as I did, and you will see a petrol station. And I can tell you, do not judge this petrol station by its look. And I can tell you, it's a very well managed petrol station, and the petrol is always cheap. I can tell you that, always cheap. And I can tell you, a lot of people have trouble far and wide to come to Beachmere to fill up a cheap petrol. And not to mention mechanical repairers as well too, because they have mechanical minded people here with lots of experience. They're called mechanics, and that was the word I'm trying to get out, and they are very good. And one of them, well, if I know by name of Leon, and I can tell you he can do everything within his ability. And if you need to fix something, just go in there and ask for Leon, and I'm sure he'll be able to help you out. Now, there are other shops along this street as well too, as you can see. Oh yeah, well, there's a phone box there as well. But on the left hand side we have op shops, and we have some more vacancies there that are filling up very quickly. So if anybody is thinking of setting up a business, a semi-retired place and not far away from the beach, and also in a growing area, I can tell you now, this is the place to set it up, and you'll be set for free, and set for life, not for free. And also there's a takeaway. Now I really like this takeaway. Now keep in mind it doesn't look very busy now, but I can tell you it's a certain time of the year of the day it is very busy, and because it makes delicious meals. And I'm not kidding, you have to come down and check it out yourself and decide yourself, because I went in and bought myself a burger, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to enjoy this burger, and then the price is very reasonable, I can tell you that. A burger and a Coke, less than $10. Ah, man, you can't go wrong. And I'm talking about a burger with the work. Now have a look at this. Look at this burger. It is massive. And look at that. Look at that. It is absolutely delicious and massive. You couldn't fit any more in there. I'm shaking because my hands keep wanting to go to my mouth, but it's so heavy and so juicy that I ate it very quickly. Anyway, there's only one roundabout in Beachmere, and it is a very busy roundabout at certain times of the day and certain seasons. Please drive carefully around this roundabout, and please slow down, because there are a lot of children crossing there to go to that wonderful shops to buy their burgers and ice creams and everything else you can imagine. Now, there's not just the one shop I'm focusing on, there's also other shops available. And yeah, have a look at this. We've got butchers here. It's a very rare thing to see around. But to see around is butcheries. And Beachmere has got butcheries, and I can tell you they are very good at their job, and they are very cheap as well, and good qualities. And I can tell you now, there's not many of them around unless you want to go to those big supermarkets. That's right. And we've got bus stops, and like I said, have a look at the street. It's so clear. So clean, and as you can see there, there's other signage there too. The bus with a child next to it, meaning they get dropped off here after school time. So just keep in mind, guys, there are a lot of kids in this area that are riding their bikes, scootering, walking, running, doing all the kids stuff things. Oh, hang on a second. Well, I was jumped that very quickly. Yes, I'm going to show you what Beachmere looks like, just outside the front of my parents' house. And I can tell you a lot of places, a lot of places here are lucky to have the opportunity to be at the beachfront. And my mother is one of them, and I can tell you now, this is what life is all about: living as close to the beach and feeling the breeze and smell the fresh air. And you look at the beach there, don't be fooled about that brown sand. It's more to it than just brown sand there. It's actually mixed a little bit of mud. And when you have a little bit of mud and white sand, guess what? You have crabs. That's right, everybody. Mud crabs. Those delicious, juicy mud crab. And I can tell you what, I've seen some big ones down here, and man, they look absolutely superb on the dinner plate. And I can tell you now, there's kilometre stretch of this. And I can tell you, there's no running out of space to put those nets out there if you are willing to catch those big crabs. And speaking of food, it's time for me to go because I'm getting hungry as always. So thank you again from all those supporters from overseas and a few from Australia. And yes, so please Google K for Crazy Harley and wait again for my next segment. And I'm hoping that it will be just as exciting as this one as well too. And I'm signing off. Where am I? I'm at Beachmere.